Hello and welcome back everyone, my name is Ozungu and this is RollerCoaster Tycoon, or rather Open RCT2, which opens the game but with some modifications and some changes, such as bug fixes, improvements, quality of life adjustments, and just other cool stuff like that. But today we're playing in the Corkscrew Follies expansion going to Hydro Hills, a series of stepped lakes form the basis for this new park. The objective is to achieve a park value of at least $200,000 by the end of Year 3. To start with, what the heck is this? It's a boat hire, but the front of it is way far away from the entrance. That's not optimized at all. So I think I'm going to turn this around. Delete that, and slant, station, here we go. And do something like this. And I don't know if I trust the guests to find their way around and not get lost, but we're going to start and see and hope for the best. What is that color? Give me white boats. White boats with brown seats. And don't open yet. I need to, forgot. I need to put this exit here and an entrance. So I tried something new. I recorded, well, I guess you haven't seen it yet. I have recorded a no commentary RollerCoaster Tycoon video, Forest Frontiers. The reason for that is I need to adapt, I need to change, need to experiment with my craft. I saw a contemporary content creator, technically they're a competitor, but I don't want to think of them like a competitor. I think of them as colleagues, friends in the space. But anyway, I saw a RollerCoaster Tycoon video that somehow achieved 140,000 views with no commentary. And on top of that, this video, the video quality, the resolution, I think RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 is not capable of opening up in a 16:9 aspect ratio without doing some fancy changes in a hex editor, which I've never been able to succeed at because the game files that are available off of Steam are not the same game files that you used to be able to do that with, so the lines of code are in different places and the tutorials are broken. They need to be updated. But anyway, where was I going with that? So, because the game doesn't open in a 16:9 aspect ratio, instead of uploading the native resolution, what they did is they actually stretched the source video to fit a 16:9 aspect ratio. So everything's a little stretched and distorted. And despite that, it still got so many views and did incredibly well. So congrats to them. And I'm kind of trying to slip in here and get my piece of the pie. Oh yeah. But anyway, I have my own entry recorded. That is not what I meant to push. And it should go public on Friday. So if you think my commentary is annoying, then that's the perfect place for you. Let's see. We have... Oh yes, it is time to initiate this park with a glorious merry-go-round. Let's, I know the boats can go under this, but let me not make it obvious that the system is broken. Oh dear, that was my path. Fix that. Does that work? I guess I can put the entrance there, whatever. And boom. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Oh gosh. So, where do I want this guy? I could put it over the entrance? That looks weird. Maybe I shouldn't do that. What an awkward park. How am I going to work with this? Basically, most of the land is over the lakes, the water itself. Everything else is hilly. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do? People have commented before that they don't like it when I build over the water because they said it looks funny. Although maybe I should stop concerning myself so much what people think and just do what's fun and works for me? That's an interesting dilemma, is as a YouTuber, my goal, if I want to succeed, is I have to produce content that people actually like and want to watch. But then at the same time, if I don't enjoy myself, then you can tell I don't enjoy myself just from the tone of my voice, even if I try to hide it, and it makes the content suffer. So it's a little dilemma. It's like, on the one hand, do what you enjoy. On the other hand, do what makes the people happy, or else you're not going to go anywhere. So, my little dilemma for the day. Let me see. We want a photo section. Turn around. And drop a little bit. Oh yeah. Drop again. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Oh, that didn't work. Skibbity, Rizzler, chicken whisker. Let me turn this around. I watched the first, not the first, what am I saying? I watched the Disney live-action remake of Cinderella yesterday for the first time. And I'd heard it was one of the better Disney remakes, so it's been on my radar to watch it. I just never got around to it, largely because of this channel and other things. To me, I have a hard time watching movies these days, and the reason for that is a movie is entertainment. I enjoy entertainment, but if I could also be entertained doing something that's productive, like making a YouTube video, I'm like, why would I spend my time watching that? So it's hard for me to sit down and watch movies these days, unless it's with my amazing and gorgeous and practically perfect wifey, who put the movie in and then I just kind of joined in and watched it with her. But anyway, I watched that, and I don't want to be a kind of person who criticizes everything and dunks on Disney, but good gracious, the movie was so good. And then compare that with the remakes of today, like, oh my heavens, what has become of you, Disney? So I hope that subsequent movies might be the similar quality. What a random thing to talk about. Let's focus on the park. Purple, perfect. And pink, no. That's worse. So is that. Oh, I dig it. Let's see. Are these the basic colors for... Okay. Let's make these... red. Red boats. And change the dispatch interval, or rather, turn it off altogether. Well, no, I don't want all the boats to be in one side of the... Like, see this lineup of boats? If I leave that off, there'll be maybe little gaps, but then all of the boats will be crammed over here, while there's nothing on this side of the flume. Hello, little duck. Get squawked. The safest park in the country have only been open for a month. What's with these awards don't make any sense? But I just remembered I do need to hire some staff. So while this is testing, we should think about expanding. Somehow, somewhere. Oh, fail. Fail. Give me that. I'm going to divert like this, so we have room for a flat ride over that little spot there. Can I buy land here? I didn't think so. No land for me! How tragic. In fact, I think I'll keep it over the water, and then rides can be partly built over the land there. Oh yeah. So we expand there, and I think my 5-second interval is too short. Or no, the 4-second one. Let's turn that to 5 seconds, because what is this? Literally, what is this? Maybe even 6 seconds. Anyway, close that. Now the guests are going to get lost up there instead of giving us their money. We should connect the path up across this bridge of land here, I think. So let's go around the trees. I don't want to ruin them if I don't have to. Also, they're expensive. This isn't Rainbow Valley, so I'm not prejudiced against trees. Not this time. Connect over here. Yeah. Yes, queen! Let's see, height marks and paths. That's 10 feet, that's 5 feet. So I need to come down by 5 to connect with everything else. Actually bridge that. There we go. And destroy that bush! Delete you, sonny boy. There we go. No fences allowed. So now we have the path looped around a little jutting out spot there to expand later. I'm in a funny mood. It's hard to focus. This is actually my 3rd or 4th attempt recording this. I kept sticking my foot in my mouth and getting maybe up to 5 minutes into the recording before going, nope, not worth it, I'm starting over. I think this is the one we're sticking with. Or, I mean, I guess if you're seeing it, obviously it is. But, last night was interesting. Well, I guess every night is interesting with a newborn in the house, but for the last couple hours of the night, the baby was being exceptionally fussy, and I didn't want my wife to have to be disturbed by it because she's still recovering. So I took the baby out to the living room and sat with her on the couch. And I was sitting upright, and she was in my arms, and I fell asleep like that, which did my neck no favors. Ho, those stat penalties suck! I think we need a longer drop on this somewhere. So, I'm gonna modify it. We're gonna change it. Everything changes. Big drop. Oh, right. We need a photo section here. So I think I technically got the requisite hours of sleep, but the quality of sleep matters probably more, well, I guess not more than, but matters at least as much as the hours themselves. So if I'm a little goofy, it's because I'm running on fumes, y'all. Newborn life do be like that sometimes. Where do I do this? Corkscrew roller coaster. Neato Cheeto and a Speedo. I'll have to build that as soon as I finish this ridiculous track. Boom. Boom and doom. Now it has to test all over again. And while it does, let's build a shuttle coaster. I'm pretty sure I designed one of my own. Didn't I? Boomerang. Is that my boomerang? I don't think so. Cobra. Corkscrew roller coaster 2. Did I literally save it like that? Why did I do that? Oh. Reverberator. That's another one of mine. Vehicle design unavailable. Ride performance may be affected. Nah, I think it'll be fine. This is one of my own custom designs inspired by other pre-builts that came in the game. Oh, that won't do. Oh, I'm broke. Give me money. I said that at the bank and they arrested me for some reason. I couldn't figure out why. Anyway. That's how you get a loan, right? I'm just kidding. I've never been arrested. I've been pulled over a few times, though. Let's make this queue line enormous. Let's make it so big that Tube Cody would be proud of us. If anything, to keep guests off the path. And also because it looks cool. And it bears some resemblance to real parks, where the queue lines are so absurdly long, it's like... Anyway. I'm just being impulsive today. What the heck? It's morning, I just finished eating breakfast and brushed my teeth, and now I'm recording a video. And I think I need some caffeine in my system, which I don't have because we ran out, and I need to go shopping today. That's probably the real problem. Let's see. I don't remember what the stats in this thing are, but we're going to start with a tentative $12. Say that 5 times fast. Turn this up to $3.50 to go away. Same price to our park. Wonderful. Now, I assume this will work the way it did in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. Of course, the vehicle looks a little different. Woohoo! Yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry about. That looks great. So, next is... Oh, we have the looper. Do I have any saved pre-builts in here that I made for myself? Fizzly! Isn't Fizzly... never mind. Simple launched looper. Oh yeah, I saved that one. Shuttle loop. I may have done that one too. I'm not sure. But these will be useful for elevating the soft guest cap, especially in this park's infancy. So I'm gonna sneak one right over here, over the water. Good enough. Not sure why I saved it with this color scheme, though. Black supports are kind of boring. Simple launched looper. Let's go with those white. And is this actually one of the pre-builts? A simple launched looper? I could swear I must have built this myself. Huh. Maybe not. I know I made this one, Reverberator, because I thought that was a clever name. Oh, and this should be done now, finally. Oh, there we go. Much better stats. So I'm going to crank this up to... I've always done $12, but for whatever reason, that always lasts longer than you'd expect. And sometimes guests even say, this is really good value. So let's experiment and see how far we can push this. Oh, results. Decent results. Let's go $8 for the launched looper. So now we have 2 roller coasters and a log flume, custom built. Also custom built, but the game won't treat it that way because I saved it. So it's not going to be counted as that. But anyway. Any takers? Really? These people are actually going to pay $14 for the boring log flume? Alright, this isn't Splash Mountain, people, but alright. Your funeral. Or your bank account's funeral, anyway. We got takers for the Reverberator and for the simple launched looper. Oh, holy mackerel, I can charge way more than that. Let's go $16. Will you tolerate the flagrant price gouging, which is the reverberator. I think. Well, people are getting in line, so I guess we're okay. Unless they got in line right before I changed it. Who knows? We'll find out in a minute. But close this. We have lots of guests pouring into the park, and I think we are due for some advertising. Boom! Or maybe that was a mistake. I don't have a lot of rides to actually cash in on the guests in the park, aside from those roller coasters. Scrambled eggs! I didn't have scrambled eggs for breakfast. I had a fried egg with toast. And I completely overcooked it by mistake. There we go. Better color scheme. Yeah, what I often do is I make a couple of fried eggs on toast, buttered toast, of course. You gotta enjoy life, you know. And half of a sliced apple. And I say half because I give the other half to my wife, who I also made eggs for. But today I wanted to be different, and we have some raw walnut halves that I threw onto the plate. And for whatever reason, I'm not allergic to nuts. At least I don't think I am. But for some reason, I'm like gesturing with my hands as if you can see it. For some reason, whenever I eat nuts, like the skin of the nut, well, I don't know what you call that, the thin membrane on the outside of them, like gets caught in my throat and like I lose my voice and start coughing and stuff. Although because I ate it with other stuff and was also drinking water and things as I had that breakfast, it hasn't happened yet, so I hope it stays that way. But if I have issues with my voice, now you know why, I guess. Helter Skelter. Ah, Helter Skelter, no. I'm sorry, that was a dumb joke. Anyway. I can't remember if I already said this. If you hear coughing and sputtering and whimpering, that's the baby who is in here with me. I got the cute wifey on the bed reading a book. We probably need chairs in here. Although she'd probably just use the bed anyway, it's more comfortable. But anyway, that's kind of the new habit's the wrong word. Tradition? Custom, that's the word I want. The new custom. I record my video, make a grand fool of myself, receive judgmental looks from my wife when I make bad jokes that I completely deserve. And yes, that is how we're going to play today. And I used to be so obsessed and concerned with background noise and making sure the recording is absolutely perfect. I kind of had to give up on that because we live next to a noisy road now because of my new job where we moved. But also, I think it's cute if the baby starts making cute little noises in the recording, so we're just going to leave it. Just going to leave it. Unless a truck goes roaring past and it's easy. If it's easy to clean it up in the editor, I'm going to clean it up. But for the most part, I think we're going to leave it as the raw audio. Let's see. Put that there, put that there. Here's a weird thing, is I know people who are also... That doesn't work. I know people who are also content creators. Not in person, I know some of them virtually, some colleagues from other projects I've worked on. And some have made comments that I have a good voice for this. And I appreciate that. But it made me wonder, these no commentary videos, they're probably less effort because it's easier to try to focus on the game and just the game while you're recording instead of trying to be entertaining and talk the whole time as well. It has me wondering if it's weird that I'm doing both. I know there's a subsect of people who don't like listening to people run their mouths while they play the game and just want the game audio. It's a kind of ASMR thing, something background noise. But I know there's also a lot of content creators who just don't want to be heard in the video because they're insecure about their voice, or it's for privacy, or in some cases maybe they just don't want to invest too much effort into something that may not even succeed. I don't know. I don't know where my thought was going with that either, so don't ask. I'm just kidding. Feel free to ask in the comments below. Bam. Shameless plug. But let me see here with a lift. If I loop over here, this hill's going to be kind of a problem, so maybe I should cut through it and come out the other side. So let's hop on over. Although that will be more difficult considering the shape of it. So let's do this. There we go. And I'm going to change this to be a kind of retaining wall of sorts. Oh, I need height marks on paths and height marks on the land itself. So 25 feet is where that comes out. Oops. So this is the height. We know that's the wrong one. It's hard to see the height marks under the other height marks. This is where we want to be. 25 feet. There we are. I'm not sure where I was going with that thought. It's something about how odd it is to be doing both things. I saw it as an opportunity to find more success on the platform. Ooh, the tidiest park in the country. Cool. With like 2 handymen. I should probably build some garbage cans actually, so my handymen aren't completely overworked. Let's actually divert a little bit. Maybe we could fit some flat rides there. What is happening to my voice? What has become of me? There we go. All connected up. And we got Jurassic theming. Cool. And spooky theming. And mine theming. We'll have to use those for something. Why did I never open this? Oh, what am I doing? Is anything else still testing? Why am I like this, guys? I always forget to open stuff. I'm so absent-minded. It's like one of the most frequent comments I get is, I can't believe you didn't open such and such. It's like, oh, what's wrong with me? How did I miss that? I guess it's for the content. Yeah, I'll just pretend I'm doing it on purpose. How about that? Which I'm totally not. I just forget stuff. That doesn't fit. We'll do that. I said entrance. La 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 la. Why didn't that work? I thought I dropped this down. Nah. Ba 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 ba. I'm not sure how much I can charge for that. We're just gonna leave it like this. Where shall I put you? I don't know. Maybe help me out by letting me know in the comments if you enjoy my commentary or if it's kind of a bit much and you're just here for the nostalgic RollerCoaster Tycoon stuff. Because that'll help me gauge what to expect with the new series. Because my current intention is to have it be a full-fledged series in its own right, you know? Basically, what I've done with RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 and 2, playing through all of the scenarios, or getting through all of them, still working on the expansion too in RollerCoaster Tycoon 1, but that's kind of my intention with the no commentary series. Is my hope and dream is that it at least somewhat mirrors that and how good it does, although ideally it does better. I was in a conversation with ChatGPT. Don't kill me in the comments! Don't kill me in the comments. Some people freak out at the mention of AI. But I was kind of brainstorming with it and doing some marketplace research, and apparently there's a huge subsect of people who want nothing to do with the commentary. They just want to relive childhood memories with the nostalgic gameplay sounds, which is a totally understandable and respectable place to come from. So I'm hoping to get a piece of the action and provide that to people. But that has me wondering, is that going to eclipse what this channel currently is and does? Should I switch over completely to no commentary? Well, I'm not going to do that. That's just what's the word? Gosh darn it. Hypothetical question. Rhetorical question. That's the word I wanted. Wow, I'm tired. I can't remember stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud and I have broken, incomplete thoughts here. Let me just focus on this roller coaster for a second and recollect myself. Oh, it's stuck. Oh. Where do we start? This is 70 feet. Probably go a little bit taller. There we go. Right over everything. Although I don't like that very much, so we're going to not do it. We're going to turn around like this. Where was I going with all those thoughts, though? I wonder if I can turn while we're down here, or if that'll be too much lateral force from 70 to 20. It's a 50-foot difference, and this is a rather tight turn, so probably not. But we can elevate a little bit to 45. Let's whip around like this and go, never mind, that doesn't work. I want to do that switchback thing I always do, but I don't know if I can. I do fit over this, so... I think what I was trying to say was, I'm just trying to gauge what to expect from this series. Like, I guess I'll find out by Friday when that video comes out. But I've always given commentary on my videos. And if it turns out that giving no commentary is better, then I really have to consider what's the best use of my time. Because I have obligations, I have a small family to take care of. I guess one of the big differences is with a no commentary series like that, its appeal is to... it's evergreen, which means that people don't watch that because it got recommended to them. Not usually. They watch it because they searched for it. People who are looking for a taste of their childhood and search for RollerCoaster Tycoon, gameplay, no commentary, or something. And the beauty of that is because it's evergreen, because people are always going to search for that, the videos I publish in that niche, hypothetically, ideally, will be relevant for a very, very long time, with a slow burn, gradual accumulation of views to help me pay the bills. No shame admitting some of my motive here, but these videos, I think some of it is search-based, but most of my views come from recommendations. And then these videos, they typically have a quick flare of activity for the first couple days, or at least the first week, and then they really die off, which is pretty normal for YouTube, especially for recommendations-based content. Is what happens is you make a video, it gets a few views, your main subscriber base watch it, enjoy it, comment, whatever, and then it just fades into the background of irrelevance, as would be expected, because the hype dies off. It's not new anymore. The appeal was the novelty of it, but a video like an evergreen, just raw gameplay series appeals as long as people are interested in reliving their nostalgia, especially if they don't want to listen to some annoying, noisy person who thinks he's funny make a fool of himself on camera. I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going with these thoughts, but the wheels in my head are turning. When I saw those other videos being so successful and did some research in the market, research in the competition, what to expect, it really got me thinking as to what I can change, what I can do, new series I can start. Should I try out The Sims? You know? I don't know. I don't know what to think. It's a big world out there. That has nothing to do with this conversation. What am I saying? This is done, and I think we're going to be able to charge probably about $15, as I typically do, so let's see what we got. While we're here, let's turn our loan down. I don't know, I think out loud. I think out loud a lot, and that's actually something I've actually been planning to turn into a video as well. It's funny enough. Maybe that's a flaw in my generation, is everyone tries to monetize everything instead of just enjoying life. Instead of just going on a hike, I'm going to strap a GoPro to my chest. Instead of sitting down to fish, I'm going to whip out my GoPro and talk to the camera and complain about how hard life is or something. I don't know. I really don't know what to think. That's one of my plans, is to... of course no test results. It's not actually testing. What am I doing? I didn't realize... Actually, I don't want the cars to match the track. Are these the defaults? Yeah, this works. So... I think I mentioned it in my previous video, but something I want to do is revive one of my old channels, Brian Touches Grass, and instead of just trying to get cinematic shots with my amateur skills of a hike, which I guess if I was ever honest with myself, I didn't really expect that to go anywhere. Instead of doing that, I'll do something more personal. I think there's a real demand on the internet for real human connection, because we're also bogged down with busy schedules. We're all kind of antisocial these days. I think social media has really ruined us. It really has. And even YouTube itself might be partly to blame for that in some ways, so I guess it's kind of ironic that I'm here making a YouTube video. But there's real demand on YouTube right now for real human connection. And I guess a talking head video isn't real per se, but it feels real. If I sit down, cast my line into the water to catch a fish, and then while I wait for fish to bite, I just turn and just talk about stuff, that could be a winning formula. I don't know. Ooh, nice stats. Let's go. Open for business! The wheels in my head are turning, as I said. Ideas are forming, being discarded, evaluated, reevaluated. Oh, and back to the topic of ChatGPT. What are your opinions? Let me know in the comments what your opinions are of using AI. I know it's kind of a sensitive topic, and I know I certainly am probably tired of having it spammed and advertised in your face all the time. Use it for this, use it for that, do this with it, do that with it, give us your money for it. But I think AI is the next social media, and I say that as in also the next phone, the next internet. It's the next big digital thing, which has the potential to really elevate society in a tremendously good and positive way. But the reality is, I think by and large it's going to have a negative impact, a serious negative impact. I think being cognizant and aware of that means you can use it carefully and get some benefit out of it, but that's something I think you should be aware of. It's like, for example, think of the internet. The internet took basically all of the information in the world, all of the books of the world, all of the lectures of the world, college education basically available at your fingertips. But what it actually did is it made life easier. And because life is easier, instead of using it as a ladder to reach higher than we would have reached before, we use it as a crutch. So we become cognitively lazy, and we use it to make up the difference. So instead of using it to elevate ourselves, we're using it to at least get close to what used to be considered baseline. That's my opinion of it. That's what I think is going to happen to society. I know that's kind of a heavy topic, but I also think it's tremendously powerful, and being aware of that, instead of asking it to write my script for me, I write my own script with my own themes and with my own writing ability, and then I use ChatGPT or AI in general to proofread it, to spell check it, to see any potential pitfalls. It's like a research assistant. So instead of dumbing myself down with it, I use it to try to elevate myself. And the reason I spew all that nonsense is that's my pitiful efforts to hope that y'all aren't going to judge me for using it. Don't unsubscribe, please! But I do use it. I do use it a lot. I think on a daily basis, actually. And I got so frustrated running out of free questions and not being allowed to use it that I saw a temporary discount, like use this paid plan for free for a month and then pay after that. And I figured, okay, I'll try it out. But I think I'm going to keep it on because I use it so much and it's so useful. It really helps me brainstorm because here's the weird thing. With AI, you can have a prompt that's as long as you want, basically, with caveats and multiple variables that affect each other and interconnect with each other. If I ask a human for advice, there's so much baggage that comes along with it, like they don't want to offend me, so they might tell me an idea is a good idea even if it's not. They might forget all the little nuances and if this, then this, but not if this, and all these little things that happen. So while a human has nuance in a personal aspect, they don't have the capacity that an AI has. With an AI, I could write a whole paragraph of requesting information and say, here's my plan, here's what I think is good about it, here's what I think needs some work, but it's contingent on how the market behaves in this space and in this space, and I don't know this variable, so please help me clarify it, but if it is what I think it is, then I mean to do this, and so on and so forth, and by the end of it, I come out of it with a much better plan than I would have had just with myself. I don't know if that makes sense. Where am I going with this? It started out as my excuse for using AI in the hopes that you don't judge me for it, but in the end I think this is kind of like what I would want to talk about on the Brian Touches Grass channel. It's just, talking about stuff. My opinions, my concerns and my fears, because I do legitimately believe that AI will play a major role in societal collapse if it ever happens. Does that mean I'm going to stop using it? No, because I think it's useful. AI, like money, is amoral, which means there's nothing evil about it, or I don't think there is. I could be wrong, let me know in the comments. Maybe the energy requirements to make use of it are not good, and I didn't think that through all the way. So yeah, tell me what you think. But personally, as of right now, I don't think there's anything evil or bad about AI. I just think the way it will be used may not be good for society. And I could be wrong. Maybe there is something more malignant about it. Maybe it's designed to maximize engagement and facilitate addiction to it. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it's freaking useful, and I've been making really good use of it to help me elevate my content and help me, anyway, I'm overthinking this. This is so bright. Why can't I see this? It's so washed out. Huh. I have to look at it from this side. Anyway, I sure hope this isn't too short, because if it is, we're going to have stat penalties. In fact, it probably is too short. We're going to change this. We're going to go up. Delete those. Oh dear, that doesn't work. I think we need to now divert. Divert. And drop down. There we go. That should hopefully fix any potential issues with the length of it. I think. I hope and pray. This could be longer, I think. Let's make this queue line much longer than I did. Well, not much longer. 40% longer, or whatever that is. A little bit longer. This park is coming together beautifully. We've already out-earned the loan that we had. Our ad campaign finished, but everything is still just churning out cash. I think these two roller coasters are playing a big part of that because they have incredible income. Look at that, $30,000 per hour. And the throughput on this thing, because it's a launched coaster. What about this guy? 11? That's rather underwhelming, comparatively speaking. Whoo, 27,000, let's go. So yeah, this park is coming together beautifully, and I mean to expand it to these other areas as well. So we're probably just going to do what we've done here. The objective was... Oh, it wasn't even a number of guests, it was a park value. Okay. We're basically there already. Good gracious. We're doing too good. Oh, we're going to run out of things to do. As I always do. Oh, we got Martian theming. Cool. I'm going to turn this up. And with our remaining cash, I'm going to advertise the park again. Reverberator. Free drinks. Half-price entry to the park. Free rides on the Cricket House. Yeah. Brilliant. So... Anyway, I'm open for discussion. Maybe I'm wrong for using ChatGPT. Make your case in the comments and I'll consider it. No promises I'll agree with you, but I'll definitely read it and I'll definitely consider it. I like to think of myself as open-minded, but then so does every closed-minded blowhard as well. All think of themselves the same way. But I hope that I can be objective and legitimately consider your opinions if they're different from mine. And if you're right, consider changing my ways. I don't know. Give me that. I have to say, though, it's heckin' useful. It makes a lot of mistakes. Like, for example, that's the thing. It makes a lot of mistakes, but if you understand the mistakes, and you're not completely relying on it to do the work for you, then that's okay, because you can see through the mistakes. For example, when I was asking it for advice on how to produce the no commentary videos, RollerCoaster Tycoon Vanilla, as I said, is not capable of a 16:9 aspect ratio without some serious work. What it does do, the maximum native resolution is, I think, 1024 pixels by 768 pixels. Now that introduces a problem in something called integer scaling, where the pixels don't line up properly. So if a game is rendered, let's think of it like this. If a game is rendered at 4 by 4 pixels, and then you try to scale it to 7 pixels, it doesn't scale evenly. So what ends up happening is multiple pixels end up sharing where a line or a border should have been. So instead of getting a solid, crisp edge, they both blur together. And that's what happens, is you take a game that's 768 pixels tall, and you try to scale that to 1080p, because that's what the monitor most people view on, or even 720p. You try to scale it, and it gets all kinds of squirrely. It gets all screwed up. So that was one of the problems I was trying to solve. I wasn't having ChatGPT do the work for me. It's like, it's a research assistant. I didn't make it create the video for me, but it did tell me how to fix it. What you do is you record the video at its native resolution, and then in your editor, you upscale it by 2 or by 3, double the resolution in the timeline, so that your base. It's like if you, for example, if you recorded something in 1080p, you upscale it to 4K, and because of integer scaling, 1 pixel becomes 4 pixels, and 2 pixels become 8 pixels. It's even. It lines up perfectly, so there's no blurs, there's no soft edges. It lines up perfectly. But now, because you have a larger canvas to start with, when you then render it down, when you render it back down to 1080p, it ends up being much better, much cleaner than if you had tried to upscale it from the lower resolution to 1080p. So that's something I learned from it. It's like if I had a research assistant and said, hey, I need help with this problem, you have more expertise than me on this. I mean, I could try Google searching it, but with Google picks a few keywords out of your search and shows you a bunch of results that it hopes it can cash out on. Whether or not they actually solve your problem, it's so annoying. I have a nuanced, very specific problem, and Google can't be bothered to give me relevant results. But with ChatGPT, it understands the context of your question, so it can give a reply that actually makes some sort of sense. Oh, I forgot to open this! Nice stats. We'll probably charge $5 per admission, I hope and pray. Anyway, I've been talking about ChatGPT for the better part of 20 plus minutes. Let's change the subject. Oh, the ad campaign finished. Let's restart those. Manuel G. Just trying to click on this. Oh, that reminds me. The name of that guest? I recently launched the membership program. So, well, here's the perks for that. So in addition to having early access to some videos and having members-only videos, like, for example, my first few videos I ever produced, which have been private for several years because I'm so embarrassed by them, I have reopened them up, but not to just anybody, not to the public, but to members only. Which means if you need someone to laugh at to make you feel better, join the membership program and you can watch my early content, which is absolutely embarrassing. We're going to name this person, Sir Mick Brian the Fourth. Yeah. Because that's my name, Brian. And now we'll send his actions to the console. Is that what it is? To the console? The notifications. Whatever he does will appear here. So that's one of the things I offer in the membership program, is if you join the queue to be one of these guys, where I take your name. I think I'll have like an Excel spreadsheet to keep track of the rotation. But I'll take your name, rename one of the guests to be you, and then your actions will just be projected here. So you literally become part of the park. But there's also 2 tiers in my membership program. Peep is the lower tier, Tycoon is the upper tier, and it's supposed to be $5 and $10. But if you're on a mobile device, Apple in particular, they add the Apple tax for some reason. So my advice, if you want to join, is don't do it through your phone. Sit down at a computer and do it so you don't get charged more than you're supposed to. I never meant for people to be charged $6.99 and $11.99. But anyway, Tycoons, if you join as a Tycoon, not only are you entered into the queue to have a Peep named after you, a guest, but you're also entered into a separate queue to have a roller coaster created. Aha! Sir Brian the Fourth has joined the queue line for Ferris Wheel 1. Nice. Sir Brian the Fourth is on Ferris Wheel 1. Good for you. So he's going to be there for a while. But yes, if you join the membership program and you join as a Tycoon tier, then you can comment in one of my recent videos. I want you to build a Twister roller coaster. I want it to be red, green, and yellow. And I want it to be super loopy and twisty, you know, things like that. Some simple guidelines, and then I will create a custom roller coaster for you. Or, if you prefer, you can submit your own roller coaster design. I now have a Discord, which you are free to join, and when you do, you can actually share the save file of a roller coaster, or a park. You can share both. You can share your custom coasters, you can share your parks and whatever, but you can share your roller coasters there. And then if you're a Tycoon, you can say, hey, I want you to build this roller coaster that I submitted in your park. So, being a Tycoon, you're entered into the queue, and if you're up next in the queue, then I will build your roller coaster the next opportunity I get. And I say that because, as you can see, there's no Twister roller coaster in this park. But I would do my best. But yeah, that's basically the idea. And there's other perks like that. Custom emojis are a work in progress. I don't have them yet. I mean to have them hopefully soon. I gotta work with my collaborator, but she's also very busy in her own way. So I have to work with her. And then... yeah, anyway, that's kind of what's going on in this... in Azungu's world. Can I invert the colors in these? Aha! Let me change to the blue. Dark blue. There we go. Now they stand out more against the purple. And there's also a lot of red over here, so I didn't want more red. How are we doing in those? Oh, I never finished them. Free food or drink. Drinks! And there we go. Whoops. Close all that. I think we need more food in this park. Let's have a little mini food court somewhere. Maybe over here. Also something, if you watch, well, it's not public yet, but if you go watch the no commentary video, you'll see that I put painstaking effort into making it look as beautiful as I can muster. I made it look really nice. Part of that was because Forest Frontiers is a really easy scenario with a lot of flat space to work. But also, when I'm not chattering up a storm, I have the mental bandwidth to focus on the aesthetic and really make the park look nice. So that was a cool thing I realized is I like to think that the parks I build in this game are good in these commentary videos, but I never realized that by clamming my pie hole would allow me to produce things that are so much better. So right now I'm kind of just spamming stuff down, but in that other series, I might be able to really tap deep into my creative potential. So if you want to see just how crazy I can push RollerCoaster Tycoon, definitely check out that other series. But if you're going to miss me, then don't bother, it's fine. No need. But yes. But maybe I can take some inspiration from that and do a little bit of what I was doing. You can have a fountain here. I should put you here. And your counterpart can go here. Now we'll have a planter. And another planter. Beautiful. Just slowing down for a moment to do that makes such a difference. But it's hard to do it because if I'm talking, the last thing I'm thinking about is, well, that. I don't know, it's hard to focus. Let's see, what's next? Oh, our park value went down. Oh dear. That might have been because the rides were new, and to keep the park value growing, we need to keep building new rides. So there's an initial spike, the honeymoon phase of a ride, and then it drops down to a baseline level. Ah, Sir Brian the Fourth has left Ferris Wheel 1. What a ridiculous name. Why did I name you that? Anyway. Of course, I would use whatever your name is, so if you have the most ridiculous name imaginable, feel free to come on down. Oh, Simple Launch Looper. Good taste, good taste. It's a fun ride. It is morning and I am tired and dehydrated. I think I need to go drink some water, so I'm going to take a quick little recess here. Back in a second. And, well, I'm back, so let's move back over here. I refilled my water bottle after chugging it to the bottom and still feeling thirsty at the end of it. And I have some power rations in the absence of my proper caffeine. In the form of my wife's baking. She made cookies last week and these taste amazing. They're frozen though. I'm going to let them sit on my desk for a minute before I chomp down on them. But anyway, my thoughts are all over the place. Where was I going with all this information? So, right. Evergreen series, no commentary. So, my plan, as I said, is to have this new sister series to this series. Ah, he finished his looping ride. Or, I did? Sir Brian the Fourth. Sir Mick Brian the Fourth, excuse me, sorry. And what do I mean when I say evergreen? That's kind of terminology that is used among content creators where some content is trend-based, and as soon as the trend lapses, people move on. Or not even necessarily trend-based so much as... I don't know, how do I say this? The behavior for most of my videos, I'll try to demonstrate with my mouse, is when I publish a video, there's an initial spike of views, it goes up like this at a diagonal, and then it tapers off in flat lines. And then maybe gradually accumulates a view here or there for the rest of its life. And maybe in a year, maybe it's doubled in views if I'm lucky, maybe not, but it just kind of slows down. So to really make a living off of doing that, you have to keep making new videos, because each video becomes relevant in just a few days. Evergreen content, on the other hand, it's a slow burn, but the curve on the graph is steeper because it's search-based. And the subject or the content never expires. So if I publish a video that people will be interested in forever, and it ranks in search, then it'll gradually, maybe not as fast as the initial spike of views that my regular videos get, but over time will gradually accumulate a massive number of views. And for examples of evergreen videos, you can look at if you search YouTube, Azungu Megapark. It was one of the scenarios in the RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 playthrough series. It's literally called Megapark. But for some reason, I think Megapark is also the term considered or used when people do a big sandbox park, their sandbox megapark, whatever. So I accidentally started showing up in search for those, and the video just keeps getting more views. I also have megapark videos where it's a megapark, but it's not the name of the scenario. Oh, another example of evergreen content. Look up my RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 Sandbox Megapark, the one that's just shy of 12 hours long. That one has been getting views like crazy. Well, not like crazy, but over time has accumulated a ton of views. Because the interest just exists and people keep searching for it, I assume. In fact, I might be able to search it up. Let me pull that video up on my YouTube Studio app, and I will see where its primary source of traffic comes from. Let's see, sort by most viewed. It's actually number 3 now. 69,000 views so far. Let's go to analytics. I know you can't really see this on your screen, but reach, that's what I want. Aha! YouTube search is dominating the views. 53.4%. So yep, that's what happens. I ended up ranking in search, and although a lot of people consider recommendations to be the big driver for views, it might be for a year. After that, it's over. It's gone. It's done with. But I hope that I can produce something that's good enough and provides enough value to people that it stays relevant forever. And if I can accomplish that, that can really help me care for my family, help me buy food for the baby and stuff. So yeah. Ooh, seafood stall. Fun. Let's now expand, crap, I shouldn't have done that. There we go, straight. Expand around this lake. And bridge over there. Let's actually stay up, why not? To here. I built that too tall. Turn around. No, turn around. No, go the other way. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. Look at all this flat space I can use. That might be useful. If I can go around it from here. There we are. I think I went too tall. Oh no, I didn't. Or I did, but I should have come back down. Here we go. Whoop! Stay flat. Very nice. Sir McBrien IV is on log flume 1. Which one is he? Is he the front? Lillian D. Naomi C. Am I in the back? I think I'm in the back seat. Oh, get out of the way! There he is. Haha. Sir Brian the Fourth. Sir McBrien. Excuse me. I keep getting my own name wrong. So, look at all this cash. It is time for us to build another roller coaster. And this time, it'll be a proper Woody. My favorite roller coaster in the game and in real life. I don't know. I love wooden roller coasters because not only do they look so cool, but they feel amazing to ride. And in addition to that, there's something about steel roller coasters that are faster and have stronger G-force that kind of just makes my head hurt. I think I might be more sensitive to nausea. But not so much to the nausea caused from rattling, it's the G-force, the motion sickness. As I've gotten older, unfortunately, I'm starting to show my age, and wooden roller coasters don't seem to have that problem for me. Because while they're technically slower than the steelies, typically. Technically. And I say that because, well, being made of wood, you really can't push it that hard before it starts to have problems. Woohoo! Dive down deep. I think I trapped myself. Oops. Where was I going with that thought? Yes, so, the Woody, my favorite roller coaster, because, as I said, it doesn't make me feel sick. But also it looks cool, it feels cool. The, oh my gosh, this thing is shaking so hard I think I'm about to die. That sensation is amazing. Hey! Oi! Let me do the thing! Well, darn it. I wanted to go through there. Why you gotta ruin my dreams and hopes like that? Oh, here's an idea. Photo section. Haha! There we go. Unfortunately, this roller coaster doesn't have helixes. But that's okay. We don't need helixes. All I need is love and the power of friendship. And, a little money to bribe the guard. I think I've lost my marbles. If you find them, let me know in the comments and hand them over on the Discord. I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh! What's in the way? No! No! Am I lined up with that drop there? I thought I was gonna fit. Rude. No. Oh, bother. Well, that works. So this is the height we want. I'm going to go up so we're not in the way of the station. The entrance can go there. Exit can go there. Whoops, stay flat. I think we might run into trouble with this. I should have known that wouldn't work. S-bend. Turn around. Oh, no. 60 to 45 feet, that's a 15-foot difference. I wish I had helixes, but I don't. What do you mean it's in the way? Where? Oh, that's in the way. Crap. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. We're gonna have to do something creative. Well, we were on the right track. That just didn't work out the way I hoped it would. Let's see. Let's turn around like this. Now we are 60 feet up in the air, so we have to drop down a bit. Have some brakes. And a block brake. Or actually, how many trains do I get? 2 trains is 7. Okay, so no block brakes necessary. We just have to hope we don't crash. But yes. Oh, look, the Twister roller coaster. So, if you did want something like that, now I can do it. Although, this is probably more limited in RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 versus RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, so I guess you'd have to tell me which version you wanted to appear in? I don't know. Oh, and to clarify, the reason I said you would join the queue to have a guest named after you or a roller coaster created for you is because my original plan was to have it be a one-time thing, one and done. Got your guest named after you and then it's over. But then I thought, well, that's just so lame. Who wants to have it named after them one time and then pay whatever? What is it? $5 a month for nothing? I mean, there's some perks after that, but I think it would be a better deal for everyone if it's a recurring thing. So every time it cycles back to you, you get to have a guest named after you again. Now, naturally, the more guests, the more people join the membership program, the less frequent that would be. But I don't know. I think it's still worth it. Let's see. I kind of like these colors. I don't like these colors, so we're going to change. Yeah, I want it to stand out. Lift speed, turn that up. You actually can't change the lift speed in RollerCoaster Tycoon 1, interesting enough. So this is RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 played through OpenRCT 2, as I said, which adds little improvements and quality of life adjustments like that. Good cookie. So let's see how this goes. Whoops. Train 1, please. Woohoo! I should probably watch the vertical forces on this. Or maybe the lateral ones. I think the vertical forces will be fine. But we do have some sloped turns, which can always be problematic. Wow. I tried to... Oh, my mouth is full. Oh yeah, like right there. Yikes. That was over 2 lateral Gs. Good gracious. That might be too much. Incredibly, that wasn't a big deal. Alright. Nice stats, by the way. Okay, then. This bad boy is ready. Although I'm looking at this queue line and thinking it's a little short. I need to make it longer. Whoops. Hey, get out of here. You're not supposed to be up here. There we go. A gloriously long queue line. And open for business. Yeah. For $16. That might be a bit much, but we'll see if people pay it. I can't even see the entrance anymore. It's hiding. So we'll see if people come up the stairs. Sir Brian the Fourth has joined the queue line for Log Flume 1. Not you. Not you. Not you. Where am I? Oh, there we go. I guess I could have, anyway. Favorite ride, preferred ride, doesn't have one yet. He has about 30 bucks. No, 60 bucks left. Good golly. I wish all the guests would come to the park with that much money. On-ride photo, voucher, half-price entry to Hydra Hills, which is funny because it was already free. Okay, only been on 3 rides, but if you spent $30, you've been on them a few times at least. Okay, hey, we have a taker. Although you're super happy, so you're not a good reflection of what people actually think. I can't afford it. Looks too intense. No one complaining about the price itself, just that they're broke. More takers. Can't afford it. So I kind of have a funnel in mind for how I do money in this game. The big roller coasters are the biggest, like let's see, that's $12 per person, and then $16 per person, $15. The roller coasters take the most money the most quickly, and then when guests don't have enough to ride the roller coasters anymore, They can spend their remaining money on the flat rides, on souvenirs, shops and stalls, and by the end of it I have all of their cash. Oh yes! No more cash for my guests. Let's restart that. Advertise our glorious wooden roller coaster. And go with free fries. Free Fry Friday. Although it's not Friday, it's Tuesday. It is Tuesday, or at least it should be, unless something happens and makes it so I can't publish this when I'm supposed to. That's my unofficial schedule that I'm trying to stick to. I don't want to promise it anywhere unless it's so consistent that I know it's going to work out, or at least I have a backlog of videos recorded, which I don't. But I'm trying to record, I'm trying to publish a video every Tuesday, one of these videos with a commentary. It used to be Fridays, but now I'm trying to switch it to Tuesday. And then the no commentary videos will be published on Fridays. That's my intent, though I'm not promising anything just yet because I don't know how well it's going to work out. Sometimes I don't get the chance to record the second video. So, I don't know. Chocolate chip cookies. Homemade. Isn't the lots of them again? Bro, get some variety. Actually, what are your... Oh, that's why. Intensity between 2 and 7. So we can't ride in some of the more intense stuff unless he's really feeling daring. Anyway. Egyptian theming. Oh! I'm always guessing which features were added in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 versus in the expansions of RollerCoaster Tycoon 1. I guess Egyptian theming was added in RollerCoaster Tycoon 1. Although there might be individual objects within the theming that didn't appear until RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. I'm learning my history here, guys. Yay, we got it! And we don't need it. I want more thrill rides. Give me thrill rides. No transport. I guess I could have more gentle rides. Although, I have a lot of roller coasters available already, and it'll probably give me a suspended swinging coaster or something garbage like that. Look at this queue line. That's what I'd like to see. So I think turning everything off except for gentle rides and thrill rides might be the good call. And what are guests' thoughts about the length of the queue here? Holy, 9 minutes. Oh, there might be some complaints in that part. I've been queuing for ages. Yup. Alright, with that, I think we need to add these. Wow, chugging that water really made a difference. I feel a little more energized, a little less out of sorts. I'm still a little tired, but I don't think that'll change until the baby moves out, goes to college. Oh dear. What have I signed myself up for, guys? I'm a parent. Apparently, I'm a parent. Oh, and I'm drinking out of this cup that's covered in dad jokes that I received as a gift. How do you get a one-armed monkey out of a tree? Wave at it. That's so terrible. Does he know it'll mimic you and wave back? Oh no, it's falling. What else is on here? I keep all my dad jokes in my database. Ha ha. Why was 2019 afraid of 2020? Because they had a fight in 2021. Well, okay. I've got this awful disease where I can't stop telling airport jokes. My doctor says it's terminal. I'm sorry, but there's more where that came from. This cup is literally covered in them. Maybe I'll make a media post. I'll make a social media post on my channel and show that to everyone. This hilarious cup that I have. I don't even remember where I got it. I don't remember. Did you give it to me? Okay, it was a gift from my wife. Thanks, wife. I don't want to reveal her name on here. Let's call her wife. That's kind of sounds odd. But anyway, it was a present. What did you say? She's laughing at me. Guys, I'm being judged. I'm being judged by my amazing wife. Although, because she is amazing and also practically perfect, I probably deserve it. That's the key to happiness right there, is acknowledge that your wife is perfect, and that if you're being judged, it's because you darn freaking deserve it. Ew. Sir Brian Brian the Fourth has joined the queue line for Log Flume 1. Why was that so hard to get out? Probably because I'm still eepy. Yummy cookies. Let's see. Steel Twister 1 and Time Twister. Is this my design? Huh. Maybe not. I don't think so, because that's the name of one of the expansions. I think it's time to expand. Let's put this bad boy over here. Or no, out here. Let's not put this bad boy here. Where am I going to put this? There's multiple philosophies to building a park. There is... Well... Man, it's hard to talk. Still got cookie residue in my mouth. What I have going on here is everything's kind of separated into its own spot and not really interfering with each other much. If I build on top of myself, it looks more busy, and that might look cooler to some people. But I typically like having things separated so you can see the individual rides and appreciate their designs. I don't know. Let's just wing it. Let's see what we got. That's 2 trains, 1 train, 2 trains. Wonderful. I think the twister roller coaster trains in RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 are actually longer than they are in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. That's interesting. Wow. So we have the launched lift hill. Do I have enough juice for that? Probably not. Not even close. Alright, what about a medium loop? Whee! A medium loop, which is not in the vanilla game, I'll have you know. This is part of OpenRCT2. Although I'm going to change it. Whatever, we'll do it. Why don't I have access to banked turns? That's so annoying. They add so much flavor. It's like normally what I would do is I would bank a turn and bail. I would do something like that. But if I do it now, there's too much lateral force. So I can't. Because it won't look good. Let's just do this instead. We'll divert over here. With our massive income, I might be able to get away with just taking up the rest of the space over here. But we're only, what is this, nearly halfway through year 2? This scenario is 3 years long. So if I get too carried away with this, we'll run out of space to build anything else while we're waiting to run out of time, which could take who knows how long. Oops. Come down. There we go. Can I dive into this helix here? I don't think so. No! Please! I have a wife and kids! Maybe if I start sooner, like this. Oh, it doesn't work. Frickin' chicken nugget. Let's, here we go. Now we're talking. Ooh, launched free fall. That's a good ride. Let me finish this first. I could make this enormous and just wind around everywhere, but let's keep things in the let's keep things within the well, not the stratosphere, within the realm of reason. The stratosphere is typically what I say to mean it's like way up there. Although maybe this is the stratosphere, and I have something even bigger that we'd call outer space territory. Huh? Or low Earth orbit. How about that? Perhaps I need to make this a little spicier. Let's go with a... No, not that. Do I get barrel rolls? Oh, wonderful. A barrel roll. And we get large corkscrews, eh? Another part of OpenRCT2. And what is that joint? Can you imagine a train going over this? Hey, where'd it go? How jarring that would be. It'd probably break the wheels. Anyway. Smoothing wasn't an option until Planet Coaster, I'm afraid. Small half loop? No. Quarter loop? Maybe. Down to the water. That didn't work. No! Well, I don't want to go down to the water. Did that seriously work? What if I go wider? No! Wrong button! No! It doesn't work. I should have known it would be this way. Let's really embrace our privileges here with OpenRCT2. Doing things you can't do in vanilla. Oh! That doesn't work. I can't reach my station anymore. Oops. Ah, crap. Maybe I should stop trying to go through there like that. Bad idea. Bad idea. Let's go smaller. No! Half loop. And corkscrew. No, it's not a corkscrew. Of course, photo section. How can I forget? Barrel roll right. No, I want it left. Barrel roll left, because now turning looks like a natural part of it. Little free roller coaster building trick for the day. Let me actually put the brakes up here if I can. Although I only have room for one single brake. Will this be enough to stop a train, or will the train fly through it? Oh, we'll find out soon enough. Let's see. These colors are abysmal and can be changed. Let's go orange. Orange and blue. The good old classic color scheme for a B&M roller coaster. Oh, excuse me. Oh, don't match it. No! That's it. These are going to be yellow. Yellow and red. That's ketchup and mustard. Let's actually make them stand out. Let's go blue and red. How about that? And yeah! Lift speed, turn that up to the maximum. Fire away. Yeah. Actually, we'll delete these pieces. Reconnect them like this. That way, the entrance will be closer to where the exit is. Except I don't want to mess up the support structure for the... forget it. Let me see through paths. Can I see the paths? Huh? There's a hill there? I never would have thunk it. Am I at the wrong elevation? Oh no, that's not a hill. That's just what the slope under it does. Oops. Oh, bother. I am overthinking this big time. Let's just connect it and call it good. And maybe... Oh, I know what to do. We can put the supports back. Sort of. But first, I do want this to be longer. So we're going to revise what we did. Why you no work? Why you no pay taxes? There we go. Beautiful. Now these stats are, whoa, incredible. We could probably charge at least $16, possibly $18. Let's see just how much I can get away with. To the chagrin of the people who don't like it when I rip off my guests. Ho ho! Let's go! I'm not liking the red. Let's go. That's not what I meant to click. There we go. Blue and white. Yeah. Right then. Open that, and what I was saying I'm going to do now is close this, open this, and I think, aha, yes. Change the color to, can I actually pick a color? What is this dropper even meant to do? Never mind, I don't think it does anything. I'm sure it does something, I just don't know what it is. Not that color. Not that color. Here we go. Now it'll match. Now it doesn't look like I ruined the supports. We can even make it three-dimensional. Hey. I think that did it. Anyway. Twister roller coaster. What? Oh. Oops. Well, that can be fixed. Huh. How, though? I thought this was the same slope. Well, people are making it to this, so... Huh. Oh, here's the slope. Okay, I'm like, I thought this was all the same slope as... Never mind. Never mind, my brain clearly doesn't work. $18 per person and they're paying it. Good grief. We got 21,000 here. Oh, goodness. That shot our park value straight through the roof. We have still time left for ad campaigns, all of this cash, at least $10,000 per month for the last few months. Rock solid, let's go. Launched coasters for the win. That's how to supercharge a park early. What's next? We already have a looper, already have a corkscrew. I guess I could build a smaller roller coaster. Ah, Sir Brian the Fourth has joined the queue line for merry-go-round 1. Oh, I forgot! I built this! I also built a version of it that I gave a ridiculously convoluted name. Silly me. Let's give it a little space. There we go. And I know I can charge a lot of money for these. At least $12, but possibly $14. Will anyone pay that, or is that too much? They're actually doing it! Wow. That's like paying for a roller coaster, basically. And Les, are you like super happy? Well, this was happy-ish. I asked that because a lot of guests can't afford. Yeah, so a guest who normally wouldn't pay for something, who normally wouldn't put up with the flagrant price gouging, if they're exceptionally happy, they might be more willing to put up with it, which is a little feature in the game. And I only know that because of Marcel Voss. So you can thank Marcel Voss for that. You can check out those videos. They're the best in the field, I think. Some of the best. Oh, I just remembered. People keep I think it's Treat Women Right is the name of her account. I think she changed it recently, actually, to Respect All Women. But there is someone who watches my videos frequently has commented that I should build these by the exits of my rides. And it'll actually, the guests will be more likely to buy them. Unfortunately, I can't put it directly at the end of the T-junction because this path is in the way. But I think I can put it here. And I don't think I have orange yet. So, well, whoops. I didn't think about this before I built all this stuff, so I may not be able to do it for the Woody. But we got that one there. Where else can I move these? I can move the purple one over here. Although it's not color-coded to this ride, so where's my yellow one? Aha! Hello. I'm gonna grab you and steal it! And put it by the exit of my yellow Wild Mouse. Open! Now the purple ones, I can put those over here by the exit of the car ride, which is purple. And hopefully what this does is it will kind of color code who's been on what. Like, I guess the ultimate way to do that would have a no entry sign, so only people getting off the ride would be able to do it. But that would seriously handicap the amount of money I could make, so I'm not going to do that. But it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. And I could have red over here, so where's my red stall? Come on. I'll put this over here. Again, I don't have room because I built it too cluttered, but close enough. Right next to the exit. And I think that's all I got so far. I don't have a green roller coaster yet, so the green one's over there. Ducks! Get squawkified! Ooh, a throw ride. The Roto Drop, that's the other really good one. Nice! The other tall tower. And anyway. We've built all of these except for the mini helicopters. So let's build one and fill in a space somewhere. Somewhere I've neglected, like maybe over the water? Although that's where the boat hire goes. Oh, I bought a burger. Did I get a teriyaki burger or a barbecue bacon burger? Both are solid options. Although I must admit that my gut doesn't like the barbecue bacon burger very much. It causes problems. I don't mean the yucky kind. I mean it gives me a stomachache, not the emergency trip to the bathroom kind. Wow, that just came out all kinds of wrong. Let's not get too carried away here. Do I have room for this? Oh, I do. Look at that. We encroached a little bit on the woody, but that's okay. And get destroyed, you tree. Whoops. Now this only needs 2 tiles, or even 1 tile could technically work, in the station, because unlike the vanilla game, this version adheres closer to how it behaves in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, where the length of the track dictates the number of vehicles you get. Hey! I trapped myself. Oops. Because I have to go over here. That looks wonky as heck. I'm gonna revise that. I think what I could do now is go up, but then the helicopter's in the way. No, forget it. We're leaving it like this. How many of these do I get? 8. Oh no, I get more than that. Haha, green. Test. Turn the minimum wait time off. So I guess this won't be a major guest sink. The queue line will fill up pretty quick, but I have some pretty long queue lines elsewhere, so it's okay. We're building in the space we have available. Woohoo! Look at this thing go. A big loop at the top, followed by helixes, then some crazy hills, a vertical section, and then whatever the heck you call this. Oh, there's the ad campaigns finishing. Let's restart those. 12 weeks. Yeah. Twister roller coaster. Right. Let's go free ice cream. That's a beautiful thing. Here's a specific thing I've been wondering about. If I do this, well, it's not if I do, I'm doing it right now, but if this no commentary series, should I do all of the RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 scenarios before I touch RollerCoaster Tycoon 2? Or should I oscillate and bounce back and forth between the two games? Because I know that the earlier campaigns are the ones that are more famous and will probably drive search traffic. So like, if I do, for example, Crazy Castle's going to get a lot more views than Gravity Gardens, for example. I just said for example twice. Why did I do that? But yeah, that's basically... Oh, I'm snooping on myself in the bathroom. Let's bang on the walls. Hey! Hey! You having a good wee in there? I'm not paying that much for an umbrella. Well, of course not. I'm overcharging those on purpose. It's for when it rains. But yeah, so basically the strategy that ChatGPT said when I expressed concern that some of those scenarios... This is the thing with ChatGPT, is like, it's a conversation, it's not just doing the work for me. Yeah, it's a lot of vomit. My concern was that with the early scenarios would probably be successful, like Forest Frontiers, Electric Fields, Factory Capers, that kind of stuff. But as you get into the weeds in the later scenarios, longtime fans of the game who played it for years, even they, casual players, may not have gotten to those scenarios or even bothered with them because they're hard, they're frustrating, they're difficult. And especially like me as a kid, I didn't really play them. Or I tried to play them, I just never won, because I never understood what I was supposed to be doing. As a kid, I didn't even read the scenario description, because reading was work. And I didn't want to do work, I wanted to play. But I never won those scenarios. So like me, I think most viewers maybe dabbled with those, but maybe they don't remember the names of them off the top of their heads. So... Oh, there's a gap there. I forgot. I need turn that back on. No, not that. Shops and stalls. I need like a souvenir stall there. Oh, these guys. I'm going to save that so it's not competing with my fries. Excuse me. Nice stats. Let's turn this up to $5 and send it. But yeah, back to my question. I'm getting so turned around here. So, what ChatGPT said is, sure, that's true, but when the main drivers of the series, Forest Frontiers, Dynamite Dunes, Factory Capers, Electrofields, the big boys, those ones, those will draw the search traffic, and once people discover the channel and enjoy it through search, they may then get recommended the other videos in the series, and if not, they might search for other content from the creator or from me. So it ends up working out. But should I front load the series with all of the popular scenarios from both games by bouncing back and forth between the two? Or should I do all of the RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 videos, and then the series gradually slows down as people are less interested in the later scenarios, and then revitalize it when I finish and switch over to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2? That's a question for you. And also, should I finish RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 base game and then immediately jump over to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, or should I go through all of the expansion scenarios first? Although if I do that, it'll probably be longer than a year before I get to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, because between the base game plus the expansions, you're looking at like 69 scenarios, I think, or maybe it was 61. A lot of scenarios. RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 had an absurd number of scenarios between Corkscrew Follies and Loopy Landscapes. Way more than RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. Oh dear. I left the boat hire. Hey, come back. Look at that big grin. Whoo! Spent $58. You got $31.20 left. Good golly. All on 5 rides: the boat hire, merry-go-round, log flume, simple launched looper, and the Ferris wheel. Favorite is the simple launched looper. Okay, probably because the intensity is only a modest 3.6. Not something astronomical like this. 8.71. Anyway, let's do a quick inventory. Are any of my rides overpriced? I mean, they all are, but has the honeymoon phase expired such that I have to turn the prices down? Doesn't look like it. I think we're good. Motion simulator. Oh, we got it! We got the roto drop. Yes! And for some reason I have 2 versions that are the identical. I saved it twice. It's like I forgot that I did it already. Let's build this right here. Beautiful. Test, and while it's testing, crank up the price to an insane $20, which guests incredibly will pay because the stats are completely maxed out, as far as this ride can anyway. I think the intensity and the nausea are like 9.64, and the excitement is 6 something. I don't remember. It's a lot. Oh dear, no one's riding this. Huh. There's 20 people on the ride. Are more people getting a ride? Oh no, they are. Okay. They must have been just drawn somewhere else. Holy, almost $20,000 last month. I think it might be time to expand a little more and flesh out these spots. Oh, we got the motion simulator. Yay! But first, expansion! Do I want to stick with the same path type or branch out and do other stuff? I would like to branch out and do other stuff, but then I have to go back and retroactively change some of this stuff so it's not the one spot's a different color. You know what? I'm going to do that. But first, let's just finish this spot. Let's not expand from there. Let's expand from over here. And pull this corner down. Up we go. Except I may not fit through there. Oh no, I will. Okay. Just gotta do this. And that is a beautiful thing. Now we have all this flat space to potentially build more flat rides as we unlock them. Sorry, little bush. It just had to be like that. And the reason I'm not building directly on the flat ground is I'm trying to save it for the rides and let the path be partially over the lake here. Now height marks on the paths. This is 45 and that's 45. Perfect! So I don't have to go up or down. I just have to bridge across. Never mind. Get out of my way! Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Oops. Oh well. I messed it up. You done messed up, Aaron. I keep saying that to people at work, and they look at me like, what are you talking about? It's probably what I deserve. Okay. It looks like doing this does not replace the path elements, which is good to see. Although it does reset them so that people on benches have to stand up. Get stood up! Just like that Tinder date you went on. I've never actually used Tinder. I never saw a reason to. Tinder seems like, whether delivered or not, has turned into the hookup app, as opposed to a proper app to make real connections with real people, it seems like. I'm sure people do, but I think it's probably disproportionately... Anyway, let me change the subject. That's a weird thing to talk about in a gaming video. Anyway. My head hurts, and it's my own dumb fault. There we are. One downside to this brown path is it's less visible, which means when I take my thumbnail screenshot, it won't be as obvious where the paths are. Uh-oh, this broke down. That's not good. Okay. So now this section is brown, although I think I want to push this one back and make it gray. There we go, that looks more consistent. So we got gray, brown, back to gray, and then red. And I like the green path, but I don't like how it blends with the grass. So if we were in a different colored scenario, like a desert or a rocky area, I might use it, but not here. I want it to be visible. Now for the motion simulator. The emotion simulator. It's like a motion simulator, but gothic. That was probably the stupidest joke I've ever made in my life. And that's saying something. I make a lot of bad jokes. Let's give it a green queue line, because it actually is somewhat visible. Oh, for crying out loud! Flat! Okay. Well, this is going to make the guest annoyed, because the throughput on this thing is abysmal. So this queue line is going to fill right up and then they're all going to be mad. So I'm going to put TVs in it to keep them company. Watch Looney Tunes. Or Looney Tunes if you're in a Six Flags park. And not the older ones, the newer ones. The older ones are not politically correct, and it's hilarious. If you look up like a video of Looney Tunes memes, you see some really unhinged stuff. They had no chill back then. It's crazy. Anyway, I can't quote it on camera or else I might get in trouble. What else does not have passengers? I know the wooden roller coaster ran out. Motion simulator, reverberator. Too expensive, it seems. And Les is just receiving passengers? Let me see. Is it boarding? No, there's no one on it. Okay, that's too much. $8. Slash the price by 33.33333%. Anyway. Close that. Open this. What are we doing? Ooh, observation tower. Alright. So we've unlocked 3 thrill rides. We've built all of them. We have built all of these, multiple of the Helter Skelters. They're just so darn replicable. We don't have all of these, but I don't exactly intend to. Perhaps I wouldn't do a train in this scenario because the terrain is too sketchy. But maybe cable cars. Oh goodness, it's the baby! She's getting all fussy. Poor little angel. I think she's hungry. You feeding her? I'm not sure what's going on back there. Anyway, let's build this thing somewhat out of the way. Oh dear. Poor little baby. This is right over the pathway, which is nice, which means it's not going to be in the way of other things. Except for the roller coaster. Oh dear, can I squeeze under it? Oh, look at that. Perfect. Right under it. Let's go. Now I think we want this to... Let's see. I could push it back here. I could turn around and drop, but I don't know if I'll reach the ground in time. Oh wait, no I did. Except that's not... Oh crap. Okay, fine. We'll go the other way. The other way! Like this. There's a beautiful thing! That's a less beautiful thing. I didn't want to do this. Wrong button. Out of the way, people! I wasn't done yet. Oops. This needs to get pushed. Here. Wrong button. There we go. So I did that. The reason I did all that, come here, is so now I have room for the exit. There it goes. And the entrance. As well as tiles for the queue line. Now for the entrance and exit over here. I think I want the entrance to actually be on this side. So let me push this down. We'll deal with the terrain in a minute. But first, how many cars do we get? More than the default. Let's turn this down to 5 seconds and we'll come back to that later to see if it was... Ooh, ski lift chairs. Which is better. Holy... That doesn't look right, but those stats though. You know what? I'm easily winning this, so I'm not going to bother doing the more optimal thing just because these look better. Give me the red ones. There we go. Yes! Alright. Now this speed is abysmal, so we'll turn it up to 9 miles per hour and send it. Let's go! I love how they just materialize out of the do-on. Where are the other cars? They're not lined up in the back and queued up to go. They're just sharing space. It's so weird. Maybe I'll do a little bit of green. Green right there. Now for Mr. Entrance over here, we need to raise it up. Oh, of course, the land is in the way. Naturally. I guess I don't have to do that. Let me fix that. Because I can make this go deeper so it doesn't interfere with the land. There we go. Oops. I can also make it look ridiculous. Oh, it's too low. Really? Huh. Interesting. Let me undo all of this and rethink what we have going on here. First of all, I gotta fix what I... Oh no, the merry-go-round. It died. Ah, golly. It's a sad sound. I can't even see what I did. Let's see. See-through rides. Aha. Oh, goodness. I really messed this up. Fix those. No, not that way. Baby's munching. Such a precious little angel. Okay, see-through rides. Let's go back to editing this thing. No, not that. I meant the queue line. Yes. And put you underground. Huh. Perhaps I'm not as low as I need to be to make this work. Where am I? Oh, there it is. And the reason I'm making this longer than necessary is so that it, well, it's right by the entrance to the park, for one thing, so I think that I'll get a little more fire out of this thing. There we go, beautiful! So that end is ready. Now let's do the other end. Over here. You know, this is the back of the park. I don't really need a whole lot of queue line for it, so that'll work. Beautiful. Stats are already finished. Look at that. Beautiful. But where's... It's car 37. Well, it doesn't look like there's any obvious gaps. Yeah, the flow's pretty good. Although these guys are backed up. Let me just turn it down just to be safe. And open. And with stats like that, I could probably get $5 out of this. It's a transport ride, so I could charge... I could just make it free. I'm not hurting financially, but might as well. Fueled by greed. That is my #1 motive in life. Greed! I'm just kidding. I hope it's not my #1 motive. I like to joke that it is, though. Oh, we got the observation tower. Perfect! Where are we going to build this bad boy? We have 2 towers there. Let's not make this too close to those, or else Saruman might get ideas. 45. Let's go to 245. Ferris wheel 1 is broken down. That's not cool. I don't think I have any yellow queue lines in my park. That's the default color in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. Is yellow. In this game, or not this game, in RollerCoaster Tycoon 1, which this is, but played through OpenRCT2, I think the default is blue. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. The default is blue. Hey, the circus! Oh yeah, let me set the price of this to $5. Actually, no, close this so I can push this back. And everyone off the path. I don't just fall in the water. Water's dangerous in this game because no one knows how to swim. Here we go. A proper length in the queue line. Beautiful. Now we open it. And where's that circus? Built right up against the path. Let me actually change this up. There we go. Now I have room to do this properly. Almost properly, anyway. In fact, why not make use of the hill? It's free. Might as well. Although, why am I doing this to myself? The circus is a slow ride with really slow throughput, and guests will get annoyed if they're stuck in line too long, so... There! How about that? There, I made a escape hatch so I can take credit has broken down. What a shame. All of these entrances are so boring. What is the theme of this place? Looks like mostly fir trees, or conifer trees, pine trees and fir trees. I'm not sure what these are. Let me find that. That is, oh, yew trees. I think yew is evergreen. I'm not sure. But this is an evergreen park, so I think maybe we could lean into mine theming? Maybe? So let's change the style of our entrances to... log cabin, I think? Do we want to do that for everything, or just some of them? Well, canvas for this one, obviously. Gotta stay in theme! This one could be more modern. How about abstract? Oh, and I never painted it. Let's go solid red supports. I dig it. This guy can be... how about space? I think variety is what makes a park look good. If I pick a single theme and make everything match it, it looks consistent. And that's all that's going for it. Log cabin. Oops. Not abstract, give me canvas. There we go. This one can be space theme. Canvas for you. Oh, my ad campaign's wrapped up. Oh, and it's the beginning of year 3, March 1st. Look at that. We are actually coming towards the end of this. Huh. I was like getting so tired and had to take a break. Now I feel great, and it's like, how is it over so fast? I guess note to self, record in the morning, but not too early. I have energy in the morning, but I have to be awake first. Let's go free burgers. Be generous. Free rides on the car ride. Ah, there we go. Those are restarted. Now let's continue revising our decoration choices on these. This one can be canvas, I guess. Same with this one. Baby's getting burped. I don't know if you can hear the padding. She spit up everywhere earlier. We have burp cloths for her, and she got all of them dirty because she went through them so fast because she kept spitting up everywhere. Some babies do it more than others. I think it's something to do with a sphincter, a valve in their tummy being underdeveloped and not having the strength to kind of keep it down. So if a baby eats a lot of food, eats a lot of milk, then they might lose it. And it doesn't hurt the baby. It's not like throwing up. It's a little bit different. Not that we want it to happen, ideally. But what I'm trying to say is it's nothing to worry about, but it is annoying because it makes a mess, and then she's not as full as she was, so she probably has to eat a little more since she lost it. Poor girl. Oops, give me canvas. Incredibly, the boat hire is actually working out pretty well. Holy mackerel! I don't know if the mackerel caught that. Did she? Did she too?
I think she did more too.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Well, whatever that was, I guess that'll be my job as soon as she's done eating. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we got mini golf! Or, not yet, it's a work in progress. In 7 days. In the meantime, what can I do? I built this. I built all those. Some of those. All of those. I have these two. Don't really care much for the dinghies. Like, you know what? These look cool. They suck, but they look cool. So I'm going to build it. The funny thing is I'm probably not even going to use it in the thumbnail shot. I'll probably take my screenshot for the thumbnail like around here or something. So, I don't know. This ride sucks so much because it has this really steep penalty if you don't have a big enough drop. But this ride doesn't really do drops all that well without crashing. Maybe I should go straight here? I was afraid of that. Gosh darn it. Okay. We're going to build this slightly off the ground. Maybe turn this around. Oh, bother. That didn't work. Oh, we got the mini golf. We'll have to build that. It's not the most effective ride, but it's definitely pretty. 100 feet tall, relative to what? To 45! So this is a 55-foot hill, so it's really not that tall. Oh, that's too tall. Oh, gosh darn it! Is that seriously over the loop? I try not to build over myself like this, but I may have no choice here. I really picked a bad spot to build this. Change of plans. We're gonna go this way. Let's pull this back a little bit. Drop down for speed on the turn, and up we go. Oops. Okay, fine. A 55-foot hill. That is what it is. Oh, no. I think that's steep enough to not have the penalty. Now, putting this on stops it from flying out, so that will catch it. But realistically, if that was the case on an actual ride, what would happen is whoever is sitting on the little boat inflatable thing would just have their face smacked against the ceiling of the tube, which is hilarious, but not our intention. Uh-oh. Didn't think that one through. Good enough. Oh wait, no. That's supposed to be station tiles. That's right. This ride is... the number of vehicles is determined by the station, not by the length of the track. So, what is this color scheme? What in the heck? Give me red, the blood of angry men, and white, the color of daisies, petals, or something. Get on there. And that there is a long queue line. Excessively so. Longer than it needs to be, I think. That's a beautiful thing. Close it. You hear her? She's such a noisy eater. She's so precious. Test. And we're going to leave this on. Well, no, we'll leave it on, but turn it down a little bit. Very good. And the canvas looks great. Love the colors. So, yep, that's that. A big splash of color. Color-wise, what are we missing? Oh yeah, we got mini golf this right. What's next? Another gentle ride. Oh. I think we're far enough along we can turn everything back on. While this is testing, I'll leave this box open so I don't forget about it. Let's build... Ah! Archaeological golf comes with everything, yes! Oh, except I don't have room for it. No! My precious, personal, privately built golf course is... Oh... I designed this... Oh no, I closed that thing. Whoops. I designed my own golf course and made a beautiful... Oh, basic custom golf. I think I made that for myself. I'll build this one, whatever. But archaeological golf, look at it! It's amazing! Oh, I missed it. Let me stop whining. Let's make this $10 based on those stats and send it. Well, maybe it can go 12. Let's see. $12. Boom. Now for that golf course, which I will build where? I have no idea. We're going to build it over here. Ba 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 da 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 da. Play golf over the water. So if you have a skill issue, you'll lose your ball. Oh yeah. Ba ba da ba ba. Ba, 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 da. Very simple golf course. With no queue line because the queue line is unnecessary. The throughput on this thing is so abysmally slow. I don't think it needs it. Ba, 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 bom. And get splashed while you ball. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, da. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Dolphins, horse statue. What else? Ducks. Oh, we can actually plant this in the water. All right, maybe they're in floating planters. That's definitely how we got them out here. It makes perfect sense. There we are. Cute little golf course. And maybe a dolphin fountain in here. Or no, over here because the dolphin's over there. Dolphin fountain here. And geometrical fountain over here. Good enough. Default price, good enough for me. What does our park look like right now? Holy money. $15,000 to $20,000 for the past few months, roughly. Very nice. Oh, we have a maze. Do I have a custom maze I can use? Spiral maze. The amazing maze! That's my custom maze. It's too big. Gosh darn it. Where can I put this? Can I sneak it under here? Hey, look at that. Except in so doing, I encroach on the supports of my roller coaster. But oh well. It works out. My beautiful custom maze. Obscured by the roller coaster. But it fills in space. And it looks amazing. Our park value. And company value. Holy. What was the objective? Park value or company value? Park value. Okay. Park value is good enough to win. Let's see if I can double the objective by the end of my timer. I have, what is it, April? So I have... Oh, wow, excuse me. This is April 19th, so I have May, June, July, August, September, August... Wow, what am I doing? May, June, July, August, September, October, November. No November. There's no November in this game. So 6 months to finish. 6 months to go out with a mighty bang. And a flash and a flurry. I have all of those, some of those, and all of these. Unknown. You know, I could make a train. Just because I like the way they sound. But what would its function be? The shuttle? Maybe we could just have it shuttle along the back border here, except it's too hilly. How would I make that work? I could build it completely underground, then interfacing with it would be tricky. What's the depth in the bottom of the lake? 5 feet? Over here is -5, so if I build it at the water level, then I could just go under the lake. And under this lake. And guests would go underground to reach it. I think I want to try that. That would be cool. If I can manage to find a spot for the station anyway. So... Oh dear, there's no way to fit this. Oh wait, no there is. As long as I don't go there. Okay. Okay, we're doing it. We are doing it. We're going to make a train. And it's going to go somewhere. It's going to be great. Let's put it here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And turn. Actually do this. No, not like that. There we go. Wrap around. And this is 6 tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 is what we want. I think that's the optimal length to get the longest train. Maybe? Oh, whatever. We'll figure something out. Beautiful. Oh, and we're under the lake. Look at that. Yes! It worked! It worked, ladies and gentlemen. It worked. Let's change these to make it look like a retaining wall instead of just a cut in the landscape. So this will cut straight through to the other side of the park. It'll be 2 stations. Nothing too crazy or fancy. I need to find a spot that will allow me to come up. Well, not the train, but the path system. I guess I'll just go straight until I get over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's what this one did. Something like that. We're getting to the place where we are going to have to pop out of the hillside. There it is. Yes! Here I thought this would be difficult. Let's paint those. Paintbrush. Make them all look appropriate. There we go. Beautiful. Now this will just... Boom! Boom! It's mirrored. It's amazing. Let's put the... Oh, bother, that doesn't fit hardly. Well, it kind of does. Now the other one, which I cannot see, is down here. Perfect. Oh, I should have how many trains? 3? Oh, goodness. I don't want 6. Let's just go... Oh, where are you stuck? His boat... He's trapped in the golf course. Whoops! Well, you're free now. I think 4 trains in the train is good enough. 4 trains in the train. Wow, say that 5 times fast. Turn up the minimum dispatch time to 30 seconds. And test it. And while it tests, we will connect the path up. The length of queues in my park. Well, deal with it. Deal with it, you sorry, sad souls, you. Huh? Don't build it on... Oh. Here we go. Now this will hopefully serve as a guest sink, keeping people... Whoops. Keeping people, off the paths. So will the queue line. Which might make guests impatient, but at least it'll keep the park from getting too crowded, which will probably cause more problems than the queue lines being too long, which is just, a skill issue. That's a haha deal with it issue. Baby's making suspicious noises over there that sounded awfully moist. I hope that wasn't spitting up. Poor baby. Oops. No, 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 get out of here. There we go. Okay, that one's done. Oh no! Alan P, no! What happened? I drowned someone. Whoops. Well, don't tell OSHA. Don't tell Homeland Security. Don't tell nobody. Can you imagine if you joined the membership program and I drowned your person? That would be so sad. I hope that doesn't happen. Would be pretty funny though. See-through rides. Who are you connected to? That's the entrance. Okay, so I think we want this to go up now. Okay, how am I going to make this work? See-through rides, see-through vegetation. Uh-oh, looks like diaper duty calls. I will be back in a minute. What?
I kept saying I think she's ready for you.
Oh, I can't hear through the headphones. Back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Baby's bum is clean. Baby's happy. Mom's happy. And I should be happy. But it took me away from recording. Just kidding. I'm gonna stop whining like a baby. I already have a baby in this house. We don't need two of them. What color do I want this to be? Let's go green. See-through. There we go. Where's the station? Oh, pfft, I made it invisible. I was trying to figure... No, not there. I was trying to figure out where I was going. Exit. Existential. Up we go. I think I just blew past it. There we go. Or no, I did not. Here we go. So now I do the same thing here. Fix this silly path. Beautiful. Okay. Now we can officially open this, if I can find where it went. Hello. Test results? Already? Why is it so low? That's a shame. Isn't it long enough? Maybe not. Oh, that's sad. Default price of $1. How about that? Everyone on, come pouring on and enjoy the ride. If anything, it'll serve as a guest sink, even if it sucks. Alright. Right. Research? Oh, I got the compact inverted coaster. That's this one, isn't it? But we don't get shuttle mode in that coaster, unfortunately. I don't think. That's a separate roller coaster type, if I'm not mistaken. Never mind, I was wrong. This is Open RCT2, not vanilla. I keep forgetting that. So, Pit Viper, that's my personal design. I think I'm gonna build it somewhere. If it fits. If it fits, it sits. It does not fit, so it does not sit well with me, I think. Where could I potentially sneak this in? Everywhere's full. It's June 1st, year 3. We just don't have a lot of room to build anything anymore. We don't need any more roller coasters, so turn that off. Oops. Turn everything off except for these two. And maybe shops and stalls, who knows. We'll get some souvenirs or something. We don't have seafood yet, so let's go ahead and build that there. Crank the price up to $2 for a rather sad profit. I need more drinks. Let's get some pizza. Delicious pizza. Greasy pizza. Oh! Might have to make it weird. Okay. And I think there's a shortage of bathrooms in this park, so let's build a few here and there and everywhere. Actually, scoot over. We're going to put an info kiosk there. And sell green umbrellas. Observation Tower 1 still hasn't been fixed. Where are you? Oh, there he is. He made it. He made it. I think I have overpressured these three guys. We need more staff to keep up with the amount of trouble there is in this park. My park value went down. Gosh darn it. Oh! Give me the thing. Inverted roller coaster. Don't I already have it? It's right here. Huh? Maybe I'm unlocking another kind of train? Alright. Anyway, let's see. It is June 8th, so July, August, September. 3 months. I should be able to restart these for the maximum duration, so let's go 12 weeks. Free tentacles. I mean, how else are we going to convince people to eat those? You only live once. You also only die once, so careful what you eat. Alright, so we restarted those. We have everything. I'm still confused by this. We get it on the 13th? Well, let me see what it is. Do we unlock another type of train? So this is the inverted roller coaster. Okay, we just sped through it. It's literally this, isn't it? Inverted roller coaster. It's this one. We already had it. Did I bug the game out and already have it? Okay then. Weird, weird. But hey, we have both of these in the park now. We have everything in the park except for... Do I have all these? Yeah, I have all those. Everything in the park except for a handful of roller coasters, which we don't have room for. That's great. That's swell. I think we have room to slip in a teeny tiny little wild mouse somewhere if we're careful about our space. That's a lot of wasted space right there. But it's a hill, so no. No, no, no. Maybe over here? I just don't have room for it. Huh. Maybe over here. No, close you. Baby's making noises over there. I don't know if you can hear it. In the previous video I commented about being able to hear the baby, but I don't think it actually got picked up by my microphone. Which on the one hand is good, it means the microphone's doing its job and not picking up all the other noises in the room, but it would be cute though, if I could pick it up. Oops. Somehow that worked, although there might be too much lateral G-force there. We'll find out in a minute. Oh no, that worked. Alright. Alright. Boom. We managed to find a spot for it. Wouldn't you believe it? So... Yar. Put that there. Turn up that lift hill speed. And test while we connect this to the path. Very good. The tidiest park in the country. Great. Look at that. And that'll actually generate some guests too. The park value keeps dwindling, unfortunately, because, as I said, all these rides are aging after I've built them. So I guess I could spam a few small rides and hope for the best, but we may not be able to double the park value by the end of the scenario. We'll see. Oh, nice stats. Probably charge $15 for the wild mouse during its honeymoon phase. Anything too expensive. Maxed out rotodrop cannot command $20 anymore, I don't think. Let's try $12. See if people will put up with that. Oh, hello. Let's try $4 for you. That's way too expensive for a spiral slide, goodness. Let's try $1 for that. Same with you. $1 for you. $1 for you. Whoops, not 90 cents. I got 4 of these in the park. There are riders in this one, but we'll just turn it down preemptively. And the Twister roller coaster has aged out its crazy price, so let's try $12. How about that? Hopefully that will get people off of the paths. Oh, a souvenir stall! Coming up soon, on the 12th. While we wait, let's build more stuff. Beautiful. No, 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 not there. Bad. Not good. Bad. So we got that. I suppose we could build another Ferris wheel. If it fits anywhere. Doesn't fit here very well, does it? What's with that color scheme? Okie daisy. Hunky dory. Let's build that souvenir stall. And we'll stick it in that gap we left in our food court. There we go. Those umbrellas can be pink. And the cuddly toys can be $3. Woo! Or something. Something like that. Now, for the remainder of this playthrough, I think, since we're probably not going to double the park value without making the park ugly by spamming stuff everywhere, it might be a good use of our time to beautify it. So let me try to employ some of the tactics I did in my no commentary series, or video, which isn't even public yet. It's pre-recorded, it's uploaded, but I mean for it to go out on Friday, and for this video to come out today, Tuesday. So, let's see what I have in store for us. I like how the support's under that. That cracks me up. That hill is completely unnecessary, so we could actually flatten this just for the flowers. Literally just for the flowers. Oops. My flowers went away. Come back. And a corner fountain. Let's see, will that look better than flower? Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, so flowers, the fountain, Then we could have hedges behind them. Except the hedges don't really... The hedges follow the landscape, don't they? Whoops. I killed my flowers. Alright, that's good. Now, it's good except for the fact that the dirt is exposed, so I'm going to put little guardrails in front. A little bit of visual detail, keep it interesting. Ta-da! Guests are complaining about the length of queues in my park. Well, sucks to suck, bruh. Deal with it. Ha-ha-ho! Except it does bug me in real life when I have queues that are far too long to have to stand in. More flowers. More of these. And more hedges behind. Ugh. So little details like this to beautify the park is what I'd spend a lot of time in that video doing. But with this terrain, there's only so much you can do. Uh-oh. No one's riding this. $5 is too much, it appears. Let's drop it to $3. Any takers? Yay! We've revitalized it. So... I could have, like, standalone planter boxes, I guess. Like there. But it's so out of place. It's literally so out of place like that. What if I could fix this? And, oh wait, bring that back. Change this to look like retaining walls. Yeah. Something like that. Perhaps I could plant flowers up here? It's kind of out of place. Oh, there goes the merry-go-round. Rest in peace, darling. Let's turn that off. And replace it with something else. Let's grab the helicopters. Summer style. Perhaps we could plant some flowers over here. Somewhere. Maybe. Oh, this is taking too long. Make that 2 seconds. Like everybody off. Okay, flowers. Right. Let's grab these. Something like that. Maybe put fences in the back of them. And then these little things in the front. Except I can't see the front. See-through rides. There we go. Oops, where did that go? Oh, I think the ground sloped there. Oh well. No one can tell. It looks good enough. Oh, here's a place we could put more flowers. Let's change it up. Let's actually do pink as a checker pattern with something else. Like this. And then we don't have the dirt problem where you see it's like a raised bed without a border and it looks funny. So pink and lavender-ish. So can't place anything there except maybe topiary. Alligators. Not that they're really visible, but anyway. What else? We have the giraffe. The giraffe. Like, oh, giraffe, why do you gotta be like that? Mr. Tallboy, representing the tallness of that ride. Ah, here we go. Flower Central. Perhaps I can go crazy over here with these. Maybe we'll blend the two colors. It's like a bee sting simulator. Fly over the flowers and see what happens. See if you get stung. Couple of trees. Now we just need some fences to fence it in. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go. And then this fence for the outside to contain it. Beautiful. Little teeny tiny tweaks like that. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My forte in this game is the management side, like making a lot of money, and building cool roller coasters. I am not a scenery builder, though I try to be. I'm trying to adapt and become better so I can be somewhat competent at it, but I don't think I'm quite there. There are some very, very accomplished builders who do the scenery side of this game that just leave me in the dust. So, props to them. I'm doing my best. If you're one of those people, thanks for sticking around for this, because I know that my efforts may pale compared to yours, but I'm learning. As you can see, or as you will see soon, from my new video, the no commentary one. I hope that looks impressive, what I did over there. Ooh, haunted house. Let's build that right here. Perfect. Open that. Default price, whatever. I'm not going to bother with raising the price. We're doing so well as it is. We're just building... Oh, whoa! Wait a minute! Maybe we will double the park value by the end of this. We can hope! Might as well. So let's build a few more rides over here and see how far we can push this. Because that would be pretty sick if we managed to double it. I have an idea. But we have to push this over, I forgot. Entrance, exit. What the heck are those colors? And then another one built adjacent to it. Black again. Gotta have stripes, not solid. Oh, bother. Flatten that. Cool. Now let's get some planters, some floating planters. Well, actually, I'll do these ones. These ones look better. Fill in those gaps. There we go. So we have flowers and Ferris wheels. So we'll open these two. So basically, I think just spamming a few rides will elevate the soft guest cap as well as raise the park value. Directly through the rides themselves, but also because, according to Marcel Voss, each guest also contributes to the park value. I don't remember the exact number, but yeah, that's basically that's the deal of it. Why are these the same color? Give me something different. Beautiful. So yeah, I'll just fill in the cracks like that, and hey, look at that, we did it! We did it. We doubled the requisite park value to win. So I could try to maintain that, but that takes away from the fun, I think, of decorating, so now I'm going to shift my focus over to decorating the park for the remainder of this playthrough, and if the park rating drops below 400,000, then oh well. Ah well, I know I can't do it, I know I've done it, now shifting focus. Shifting away to things of more consequence. Let's get those fences again. These little coverings. There we are. Little splash of color. Cute colors. Oh, what I keep forgetting. I need more benches. All these long paths I keep adding. We need benches everywhere. And garbage cans, for that matter. We've expanded without properly taking care of our guests with amenities. How could I? And garbage cans. To control litter issues. Whoops, that was a bench, I think. Yeah, I see some litter right there. Oops. Messed up my bench. Okay, now that's done. Now for scenery that I've kind of neglected up to this point. I did say something about the mine stuff. Do I want to use it? Because if I do, it'll raise up, have like boards and stuff under it. I don't know, there's no more flat to do it. And if there was, I would have already built something there. Well, that fits, but what else can I slip this in? That works. I can make some flowers. I always go pink, but that's because that's the cool color that looks poisonous. The most striking color for these flowers. Ooh, cotton candy. Let's build that real quick. Real quick. Cotton candy, sonny boy. Same price to a park. Come on down and buy cotton candy, folks. Who's going to be the first customer? There we go. The first customer. Can I pick on you? Natalie H. No longer Natalie H. The first eater of candy. Candy of the cotton variety. Oh, it doesn't fit. The first cotton candy customer. I can't type. That's alliteration. Anyway, enough messing around with that. How much are we earning per month? Oh, our revenue has dropped off. Goodness. I wonder if that's because things have aged out, or if it's because things like this no longer have riders. Oi! Time to do a quick inventory of my rides. Fixed that one. This one is... still no one's on it. What the heck? Dinghy slide, too expensive. Let's drop that down by half. My ad campaign finished. Drop this down to $8. This one is too expensive as well. $8 for you. Hopefully that works. Twist one, still the original price I set it to. $1. Hopefully that fixes it. We are 2/3 of the way through September, just about, so we're going to set our ad campaigns to 5 weeks, which will hopefully last the remaining of the remaining time of the scenario. The remainder, that's what I wanted. The remainder of the scenario. Why was that so hard to say? Free cotton candy. The new kid on the block. Oops, I clicked 6 weeks. Oh well. Free rides on the merry-go-round. Oh, you broke down. That's it. We're gonna use something else. Let's grab the maze. The maze doesn't play music. What the heck? I'm not sure I want that one. Where's organ style? Here we go. Organ style's fun. I like it. I don't know if there's a whole lot else I can do here, really. I could build more boat hires in each of the lakes, but they don't really contribute much to the park. Although there are other styles of boat hires, like different vehicles, so I guess they add something. Alright, what do we got here? Canoes! How about swans? Swans are cool. Boy. Connect. Here we go, boat hire for this lake. And one more for this lake, if I can manage to find a spot for it. It's so messy down here. Do I even have room for one? Let's see. Huh? Sharing space with the okay. Nah, it's not worth the effort. Oh, but I don't have anything in this one. And I don't have room for it. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Park value has dropped a little bit despite the new rides, so it's probably going to be back down below 400k when we finish the scenario, but that's okay. No big deal. We're doing pretty solid. Ooh, space rings. The ultimate vomit inducer. Let's build another one of these just because I can. Or can't. Do I have room for this anywhere? No key line necessary. I'm leaving it like this. Yeah. Blitz snack. Let's put some lily pads in these ponds. That could be fun. If I use this tool, pick a small area like this. Maybe some more over here. Not into the path though, that's not what we want. Grab the, nope, this tool. Turn scenery, turn scenery on, everything else off. Shrink it. Make sure we didn't mess up the path system here. Yep, there we go. I did mess it up, but now I've fixed it. Nifty thrifty, I guess? This channel here is cut out, but does it even need to be like that, or can I drop it down? I guess I'll leave it. I know a lot of people don't like it when I mess with the original state of a park, of a scenario. They're like, you are taking away from the lore of the park, or you're ruining the aesthetic. Fair opinion, so I'll stay my hand, but just this time. Just you wait until next time. Ho ho! Just kidding. Let's build a Ferris wheel. What is this, the fourth one? Oh, this is the fifth one. Wow. Oh, space rings! I get you tomorrow. There it is. Major vomit inducer right here. I don't know if I have much room for it anywhere. I'm getting drowsy over here. Good gracious. No queue line necessary for this one either, because this one has terrible throughput and really bad nausea. Give me the blue one back. I like the blue one. I said blue. That's not blue. There we go. Blue. Blue. October 11th. I don't see anything else to do here. This place is finished, so I'm going to fast forward so we can win victoriously. Except, do I have all the balloons I want, or have I forgotten about them? Balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's all the primary and secondary colors, but I would like to have some color variants to throw in the mix. Whoa! So let's place this over here and make it pink. And I think we have light blue, so let's have one that's dark blue. Dark blue. What else? Initial research. Space rings is the last one. We're almost all the way through October. Maybe not almost all the way. More than halfway. Another gentle ride. On the 7th of March, well, the game will be over by then. Everything is riders, except this spiral slide. Is it overpriced? No, it's just waiting for passengers. Okay, so yep, everything is cheap enough, affordable enough. We have 10 days left. I'm getting kind of hungry for a snack, so I'm going to fast forward this to the end and call it a day. Everyone, again, if you'd like to join the membership program to support me and my family, scroll down right there. Well, actually, maybe don't scroll down. If you're on your mobile device, don't bother. For some reason, well, at least Apple devices, I'm not sure if all phones do this, but there's the Apple tax if you try to sign up for my membership program with your iPhone. So my advice is if you want to support me, do it from a computer or from another device so you can pay the proper $5 and $10, respectively, for Peep and Tycoon, not $6.99 and not $11.99. Freaking Apple. I saw that, I was like, what in the heck? That's not the price I set. Then I looked at my computer and it was the proper price, so then I looked it up and sure enough, they're screwing with my prices. But if you want to support me, that's a way you can do that. Also, there's the hilarious perks like having a guest named after you and all the shenanigans that follow. There we go. Company value of $591,000. Good gracious. Nice. Pop my name in there with a space for some reason. Whoops. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your patronage. Thank you for being here and supporting me through all these years. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you next time. And look at that, we did it. Park value $415. We did double it. But anyway, so long, everyone.